So when I arrived here about a year and a half ago, I've not heard of EDClass before, and they were using it, but not in a really effective way. We now use them for on-site or off-site provisions for our students. Some of the examples of that are if a student can't make it into the school, for example, because they've got a broken limb, or if students are really anxious and can't be around big crowds. Again, that's another one that we can use instead of using alternative provisions. And also we use it for students that we potentially are waiting for a supported transfer. So it's like a stopgap to be able to kind of use that and making sure that they're not missing out on any gaps in their learning. So EDClass is really good at implementing that and getting them sorted straight away. We've got a place called Engage, and that's to try and help some of the students that we feel aren't really mainstream ready currently. And sometimes they do struggle with accessing actual lessons with 20 to 30 students in them, and they do struggle with putting their hand up, asking for advice or asking for help. Whereas on EDClass you can pop a message in, it's private, and then the member of staff can say, do you need any help? They can pop up and help them. We're trying to change and adapt their behaviours, but as well as getting the learning and the education that they need. And we have reintegrated students that struggle with attendance, and they're back in the building and doing really well. We had a year 11 last year who really struggled academically in school, but was thriving on EDClass. So it just shows you, that every single learner and every single student learns in a different way.
Yeah, I definitely recommend EDClass, certainly because the staff that are in the room, we're not teachers, we are mentors, so the students are still getting that high quality education from EDClass that they would be getting in a mainstream school, so yeah, I would definitely recommend it.
All of our schools are using this platform. I've also mentioned it to schools outside the Trust because I feel like it's something that can be really benefited from a lot of standpoints from different schools.